You know, it wasn't that long ago, it was just late last year when we visited Mardella Middle and High School for a training session on how to stop the bleed should a traumatic injury take place.
While nobody wants to find themselves in such a situation, learning how to stop the bleed could save lives, and that's why you are encouraged to learn how. Andrew Vickers is a paramedic and field training officer with Sussex County Emergency Medical Services. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me today.
And it is a situation that hopefully we never find ourselves in, but you never know.
Right, you never know. So ages 46 and younger in the United States, trauma is the leading cause of death. And unfortunately, bleeding is the #1 cause of that preventable death. So nothing is more tragic than a death, but a preventable death is even more tragic. So teaching the public how to stop the bleed is very important to Sussex County EMS.
And it could be from anything, a slip of the knife, an accident.
Yes.
Anything like that. So tell us about the Stop the Bleed program. Give us an overview of this.
So Stop the Bleed program is a national initiative to reach out to the public and to teach them basic wound packing gauze using t-shirts to stop bleeding, or if they have a kit available, to use a tourniquet to stop that bleeding.
And in Delaware, just yesterday, they proclaimed May Stop the Bleed Month.
Yes, ma'am. So May has been a proclamation yesterday and at the State Legislative Hall as Stop the Bleed Month, with a focus on May 23rd being the Stop the Bleed Day.
Nice. Good time for us all to learn.
So in what situations would we find ourselves having to utilize these methods?
So the very simple steps of contacting 911, applying pressure, or applying a tourniquet should bleeding be severe enough. You can be around the house, like you said, using a knife and accidentally slipping and hitting one of your major vessels in your hand or your arm. Those are serious life-threatening things. Farmers, we have a huge farming community, right? They're out in the fields, they're working with a lot of moving, sharp instruments. Those are another case where we really want to reach out to them and teach them how to save themselves or save their friends prior to us getting there. Because unfortunately, it does take time for law enforcement and for EMS to arrive on scene. And unfortunately, you could bleed out in that amount of time. So it's important to us to reach out to the true first responders, the people that are there at the scene of the accident when it occurs, and teach them how to stop that bleeding.
Because this really can be a life or death situation.
Definitely. It means the world to us when we show up and we have a patient that we can actually save versus someone it's just too late, unfortunately.
Right.
So we're going to get a demonstration here in a few moments, but for our viewers who are watching who maybe want to take it a step further, where can they go to learn?
So you're going to see throughout the summer months, Sussex County EMS will be at most major events teaching Stop the Bleed and teaching hands-only CPR associated with it. So if you see our paramedics out at special events, please go out, reach out to them, go to their tents if they have their tent set up, and we will be more than happy to teach you how to stop the bleed at those events. And if at any point you have an organization and you would like us to come out there, just reach out to us on our website, on Facebook, or on Twitter, and we'd be more than happy to set something up for you.
So this is, you mentioned CPR, and it made me think this is being referred to as the CPR of the 21st century.
Yes,
to stop the bleed.
It's very important. And that's why we're rolling it out along with the hands-only CPR and the Stop the Bleed.
Gotcha.
Those two initiatives are saving lives.
Yeah. So what do you say to the person who thinks they will never be in a situation where they have to use training to stop the bleed?
We respond every day to a bunch of people that never thought that they would meet us the way that they did. It's sad and it's unfortunate, but it's important that we train them beforehand so that when we do arrive, we have that patient that we can truly save.
You got the best chance.
Yes.
And it doesn't take long to bleed out.
No, less than 5 minutes if you have a major vessel.
All right, paramedic and field training officer Andrew Vickers, thank you.